What's up guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're installing some new LED lights, so stay tuned. So an issue that we've had in our RV, really ever since we purchased it, is the lighting underneath the cabinets here is really not very good. So when we had our convection microwave convection oven in up here, it had a light, like a range light, a hood light that would shine down onto the stove. So that did a good job, but since we've taken it out, this area is very dark. And then also another area that's always very dark is right over here, and that's underneath where our table is, and underneath this cabinet here. So you can see our temporary solution was to add these tap lights. So they're LED tap lights, and while those have worked decent, the biggest drawback is they're battery operated. They each run on 3 AA batteries. So we bought some rechargeable AA's that we've just kind of been constantly switching out. So I went on Amazon, and these are the lights that I found. So these are just going to be 12 volt. They're just 12 volt LED lights. We're going to wire these in. So we're going to come in here. You see there's our LED. Got to keep changing those batteries out. So I'm going to come in here and remove the bracket that tap light was attached to, and we're basically going to install these. They're going to go right in place. We're going to drill some holes so that we can run some wiring up through here. We're going to go around the back of the microwave, and then we're going to utilize that hole there that's already existing for the microwave cord. And then we're going to come in. Then we're going to come in and go straight up through the corner. We'll go up to the top. We're going to go up through the corner up there. And the way we're ultimately going to attach them is we're going to attach them to these lights, to the wiring for these lights. So these lights are 12 volt. We're going to take the meter. I'll show you how you can check it to make sure that you're hooking into your 12 volt DC lighting. But we're going to wire them right into here so that when we use our switch and turn that light off, it'll go off down here, and then when we turn that light on, it'll be operated by the switch. So that's the little project for today. We're going to do the exact same thing over underneath the cabinet where the table is. So I'm going to show you this one. The process is going to be exactly the same on that one. We're going to attach it so that it runs off with these lights. So when we turn these overhead lights on at the cabinet, the light that we have mounted under here will come on as well. All right, so should be a pretty easy project. Shouldn't be very complicated. Biggest thing is just drilling some holes. I've got some wiring. I bought some wire loom. So we're going to put everything in a wire loom, kind of tuck it out of the way, and let's get to it. All right, so first thing we're going to do is remove this old bracket. Now we're going to figure out where we want to drill our hole for our wiring. You can see on the back of this, there is kind of a void here. So there is enough room to run your wiring through. Go ahead and attach your wiring, and then you can kind of tuck everything down when you mount it up. So now we're going to come in here, and we're going to drill a hole right up the corner here. Then we're going to do the same thing up top. So 2 holes so we can feed our wire through the top. Alright, so now we've got our hole drilled in the corner. We've got our hole drilled up there. We're going to go ahead and run some wiring, and then get it all attached up top. Alright, so we've got our wires run now. So since both my wires are red, you can see I just put a piece of black tape around this one so that I don't get them confused. I know which one's negative. Ran it up through the hole where our microwave cord goes through, and then up through there, and then we went out the top, and then I've got them stubbed out up here. So now we're going to grab the meter, and we're just going to double check that The white wire is our positive and the black wires are negative. It should be, but anybody that's ever worked on an RV knows that you can't assume anything when you're working on these things. So we're just going to verify that black is negative and white is our positive. If you don't have a voltmeter, I would highly recommend picking one up. They are very inexpensive. This one came from Harbor Freight. It was like 20 bucks. Has a lot of different functions on it. I won't get into all that right now, but a voltmeter will absolutely save you so many headaches when you're working with the electrical system on your RV. So gonna have a whole electrical system video coming out shortly where we'll go a little more in depth about the voltmeter, how to use some of the functions, and what you're looking for when you're testing some of these different systems on your RV. But for right now, we just want to make sure that white is positive, black is negative. So let's check it. And that is why you always want to double check. So I've actually got my red lead connected to the black wire, and the white lead is on the black lead is on the white wire. So I checked it the other way around. I put the red lead on the white and the black lead on the black, and my reading that I got was actually negative. So that tells me that if I would have hooked this up without double checking, probably would have damaged our lights. So in my situation, at least, the black lead is positive and the white lead is negative. All right, so I'm using 18 gauge wire, so it's very small wire. I'm going to strip these back, and I'm just going to use wire nuts on these because it is such a small wire and it is very low voltage. I'm just going to wire nut these together. So we've got our negative. I'm going to wire nut that to the wire that we pulled that has our piece of black tape on it. And then we're going to do the same thing for the red wire. So now we've got our wires connected, and you see those will all tuck nice and neat right down inside of our light right here. So there's a nice little cavity where all that'll tuck in. So now I'm just going to measure back from the front edge back to my light, make sure that we get it straight, and then we'll put some screws in it. Snug those down. Alright, now I'm not going to put the lens on until I get it wired up top. We'll turn it on and check it and go from there. So now up top, I basically got my wiring pulled loose, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did here. I'm just going to snip this and then just wire nut these back in place. Alright, so we got everything wired up. So I used the yellow wire nuts up here because the main wire coming in from the trailer to these lights is a little bit thicker. So the blue wire nuts wouldn't have been big enough. So I'll upgrade to a yellow wire nut to reattach everything. Now, time for the moment of truth. We're going to hit our switch, see what happens. Hey! Man, oh man. And I mean, you can see what a difference. What a difference. I mean, this lights up our whole countertop. This is amazing. Huge difference. So I'm going to go ahead, get our wire loom put on everything, get our lens back on, and then I will come back and show you guys the finished product. All right, here's our finished product. Got the microwave back in place. You see this comes up. I'll probably get some little clips so I can secure this right to the edge right here. But basically, our wire loom runs around. Then it came around and just wire loomed right up the top, and then tied everything in up here. I'm going to get the other one installed, and I'll show you guys how much it lights up that area after I get that one done. All right, the job's complete. There's our new light, and as you can see, works with the switch, which is awesome. So when these lights kick on, comes on with the switch. So very cool. And then always, if it's too bright, you don't want it on, it has an individual switch that you can turn off. Just ran it up, ran my wire loom up and back through here. So I'm gonna get some little straps, ties, so that I can kind of keep this back against the back of the cabinet, where it goes up all the way up through and out the top. But I'll leave a link in the description to these lights. Incredibly bright. Very happy that I went ahead and decided to make this upgrade. Not hard to do. I did check up top, check the voltage there, made sure that it was wired up the way I thought it was. It was the same way as the other one. There's actually a blue and white wire up here, and in this situation, the blue wire was the positive and the white wire was the negative. So again, gonna have a video coming out all about RV electrical systems, the DC side of it, how to check some really basic things with your voltmeter. So stay tuned for that. I think everybody will find that very informative. And for now, that's gonna do it. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you guys down the road.